This your boy John the Liquidator coming back with a major story. So it looked like this Mike VRABEL situation is getting bad, man. So basically, if you guys have not heard the news, Mike VRABEL was caught cheating like 6 years ago. Now, I haven't really covered this story, but the New York Post released these photos today that has shooken the damn internet. Now, this is him and her at a bar. Now, I'm here to tell you, everybody is concerned about Mike VRABEL's future with the New England Patriots. Like, if they gonna fire him or what? Well, I'm here to tell you, we got some shaking in the room because a Patriots insider has just told it all. Yes, somebody that is very connected to the team has just told us exactly what his future is going to look like. Let's listen.
Page 6, headline. As I try to get in, because it keeps... Too many people are trying to access this right now, where it keeps booting me out. But Diana Rossini and married Mike VRABEL caught kissing at NYC bar in bombshell. New photos taken 6 years before scandal. And obviously there are pictures that go with this article. They write, at the time the photos were snapped, VRABEL was already married to wife Jen, while Rossini said "I do" to her now husband, Shake Shack executive Kevin Goldschmidt, just 6 months later. Both share 2 kids with their respective partners, but the pictures of Rossini and VRABEL in what looks like the Tribeca Tavern in the early hours of March 11th, 2020 are now out there. So we have those pictures to add into the ones that were dropped yesterday and the ones that dropped a few weeks ago. But that might explain the reason for the announcement late last night as well, in terms of going to counseling there for Mike VRABEL, because these pictures are now out there as well.
So I think a lot of people were speculating that
there's... So Mike VRABEL is seeking counseling, bro. He kind of got tipped off about these photos coming out by the New York Post, but this is not a very good day for Robert Kraft and his New England Patriots organization, because it seemed like every 5 to 10 years there's always a major controversy. I mean, this thing is big, like the Aaron Hernandez situation. This is very, very bad, bro. And they just went to the Super Bowl a year ago.
Something else.
Another shoe to drop that would qualify.
Yeah, this is not getting any better for Mike VRABEL, certainly.
Well, it's not getting any better. It's not necessarily getting worse for Mike VRABEL.
No.
It all depends on, it all depends on what does his wife know. Really, what did he tell his wife? What led to counseling in the first place? And so if it's all out there and his wife says, "Tell me everything. I need to know everything. No BS." And he mentions this. All right. It doesn't necessarily get worse for him. At home, the public sees a larger portrait. And this is not just a one-time thing with Diana Rossini. Now we got a pattern of a long-term relationship. But it gets worse for Diana Rossini. Like, she's got to say something, because you go back to her statement. She has not changed her statement. She's not changed her statement. She kept pushing back, right?
Yeah, I think you have this nailed, because for me, the way that Mike VRABEL has handled this post that initial statement to the New York Post, right? Because that obviously was a misstep on his part. But taking accountability in the way that he did a few days ago with that statement, and then obviously what took place last night, while not necessarily admitting it, like you've said on the sheet, look, you can read between the lines in terms of what he's saying.
It's so different from that first statement.
No doubt.
That
no question.
It's something.
Yes.
His first statement, there's nothing to see here.
Yep.
Second statement, I'm not going to get into details, but yeah. You have had some conversations about something.
Yes. Some difficult conversations.
Now, counseling.
Yep.
So, yes. He is saying that something happened, and she refuses to say that something has happened. And so does she feel compelled to do it? Because she was holding on to, let's face it, it's real life. We're grown-ups. A very lucrative gig. I'm not going to jump on her for lying to the Athletic initially. She's got a family. She's got a gig. She's trying to protect the gig any way she can, Paul.
Absolutely.
She makes over $1 million a year.
Exactly.
And there are a lot of people in this business doing that job, working in print, who make over $1 million a year. So she was trying to hold on to it. But now does she feel compelled to tell a real story, McComb, because The Athletic has said goodbye.
Yep.
And is she going to be back? Is NBC going to hire her? Is CBS, ABC going to hire her? Probably not. Is ESPN going to take her back? Probably not. Does she feel compelled to tell the real story, to set up the next gig, to clear her name, to be accountable, whatever? Or does she say, nope, I don't care what kind of photos you have. I'm sticking to my story.
I just think that's going to be a really hard approach to take if you want to sort of move forward and move past this story, to continue to deny, especially now with these pictures that just surfaced, even though they were 6 years ago. I just think it points to, like
that
you
indiscretion
said,
6 years ago.
6 years ago. I mean, how ironic is that?
Where's the clip?
It's unreal.
Yeah, so
6
maybe you
years
do
ago.
take that Rick Pitino press conference and go copy paste. All right, we're gonna roll with
profit.
We're gonna roll with that. But man,
What a seer that guy is.
I just think that's gonna be a hard avenue if she wants to continue to. You're gonna have to move past it and address it and take some accountability, I think, moving forward if you're her, because right now I don't think those two statements are gonna hold any water moving forward. I really don't.
I need you guys to help me. I was asking T-Bone. T-Bone couldn't help me out. T-Bone, I was like, help me, man. Let's sleuth this thing. Who is it? Who's the person? You tell me that the psycho. It's almost like trying to figure out the psychology of somebody like who's like on a mission. Tell me the psychology of the person who took pictures, held on to the pictures for 6 years, and then waited for some opening. They didn't know this was going to happen. Waited for Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel to be in the news together and say, ha, Mike dropped 6 years later. COVID, biatch.
Someone's got something out for these guys.
Is there a chance that COVID happened and the person just forgot about it?
No. Let me pay. All right, so let me play this out. Okay,
let's help. Let's
so
do this.
Front Office Sports originally said that it was not a private investigator that was hired by Diana Rossini. Like there was no connection because obviously the person that was selling those pictures said that they didn't know it was Diana Rossini in the photos. Right?
Okay.
The original story was that it was Mike Vrabel with someone that was not his wife, and that Page 6 and TMZ eventually realized it was Diana Rossini that were in those pictures. So maybe even if it was a private investigator or if it was someone at the hotel that sold those photos to the New York Post for 4 figures, by the way, I don't know, probably could have gotten a little more than that.
A little bit.
If I'm at a bar 6 years ago and I see Mike Vrabel and I see Diana Rossini and I'm with my buddies and I take a picture and I just send it in the group chat and I'm like, oh man, look at this, Mike Vrabel, this is unbelievable. And it doesn't go any further than that. I'm a 24-year-old. I'm not going to sell it to TMZ. I'm not going to sell it. Like, who cares about that? It's just a funny joke with my friends. And now, fast forward now, and I read these articles about people getting paid for these pictures, and I go, you know what?
Well,
let me go back in this library real quick. Let me go back in this library.
I know. I don't hate it.
Now let me go reach out to New York Post, and for 5 figures, I'm going to sell pictures that I have between me and my buddies from 6 years ago and sell them. That would be my guess in terms of what happened.
And life changed after COVID too. You know, some things it got tighter for a while.
Oh yeah.
After those STEMI checks went away, boy, it got tight.